Welcome.
We've changed locations.
As you can see, new curtains.
New curtains. I just noticed I'm directly under the light. We should have
Oh,
switched spots.
yeah, because you have a halo.
I got a halo now.
You're an angel.
So welcome everybody as you come in. Yeah, this is a new hotel room for us. So first time going live from this room. But we're excited to be here. We're testing out some different hotels in Bangkok. More info on that coming soon.
Yes.
Give
We'll tell you why we're doing that.
Yeah, we'll give everybody a little time to file in here.
Other than acting like we're on the run like Jason Bourne.
Could be. Saw some friends in the chat already. Hey, Jack. How you doing, Jack? Jack's going to be here soon. Jack, we are just going to miss you.
I can't believe that. So close. Only just a few days.
4 days, I think we're going to miss you, Jack. So I'm wondering, are you coming to Vietnam, Jack? I knew you were, and then you weren't. So I wondered if you're coming. Hey, Brenda. Welcome. How you doing? Saw Aravinda in there. We don't have the Wonder Woman duck today because it's at our other hotel.
She's at the other hotel.
We have 2 hotels right now.
And with the rest of our things.
We actually have 2 hotels and an Airbnb. So. Bangkok has thrown us a curveball. I'm trying to hit it.
Oh boy.
Hey, Gentle Journeys, welcome. Hey, Dragon Mom.
Chuckling through.
Monica.
Hello. Hey, Cherie.
Hey,
Why did I read Cherie's "Hey y'all, hey"? I read that in her voice in my head.
You did. You just said it.
Because I love your accent, Cherie. It's so cute. It fits you so perfectly.
Aravinda says we have all the accommodations. Yeah, we could sleep in 3 buildings tonight.
We could just rotate from building to building.
Hey, seniors at sea, welcome. Yeah, we'll have to explain why we have three reservations.
Yeah, we will in a moment.
Because that is not usually what we do.
Yes, and buenos días to you in Puerto Rico también.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, and hello to people in Michigan. So how about that?
Oh, okay.
My hometown.
You said that in your native tongue.
I said that. Hey to my people in Michigan. Yeah, Jack, I thought that was the case that you weren't going to be able to come. But glad we'll see you in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Hey, Monica. Hey, Bonnie. Sunny Chicago.
Ooh,
yeah.
Chicago, sunny.
Say hi to our kids for us. Say hi to Jeff, too. He's in Michigan, too. Yeah, 3 is better than none, Heather says.
That's right.
It's more expensive than none, but it is better.
Well, one of them is free.
Actually, 2 of them are free.
Yeah, 2 of them are free, actually, so not too bad.
Points.
We're not out a lot of money.
Yeah, so... Hey, Tuned In Travel, Sean and Denise.
Yes, welcome, guys.
From our hometown of...
That's right, of Atlanta. I hear you guys are probably... I don't know if you guys have allergies or not, but today, my daughter, who lives in LA, she texted me and she said, Mom, just for fun, I was walking around and I thought to myself, let me check what the pollen count is here in LA. And she sent it to me. She said it was like 28, which is nothing. And then she said, and then I checked our pollen count, which our old house was in the city of Sugar Hill. She said, I checked the pollen count in Sugar Hill and it was like over 5,000. I was like, oh, yeah, be glad you're not there.
Yeah,
I've heard it's really bad.
Once you leave Atlanta, it's a fun thing this time of year to check the pollen count in Atlanta.
If you suffer from allergies.
Because you're not there. So there's no pollen here in Bangkok.
That's right. There's no pollen here. It's too hot, and rainy season, we're going to leave right before rainy season starts here.
So a week from today, this is what we need some opinions on. A week from today starts Songkran. And if you don't know that, hey, Dave. And I saw Nikki here earlier, too. Hey, Nikki. A week from today starts Songkran, which is Thai New Year, correct?
Thai New Year, yes. So it is actually our 3rd New Year celebration in Thailand.
So if you didn't know
this year.
In Thailand, they're several hundred years ahead of us on the calendar. So
it's 2568 right now.
Yeah, they're over
on the Thai calendar.
500 years ahead of us. But what they do, the most interesting thing, to celebrate New Year, they have a 3-day countrywide water fight. And it's called Songkran. And so it'll be 3 days, April 13, 14, 15, starting a week from today. We have to go by some major super soakers.
We have to get super soakers. We have to get
goggles.
Yes. Well, the whole thing with the water is that you're washing away the old and, all the bad stuff, and then all the new stuff is coming in. So that's what the water fight is all about. Obviously, there's a lot of ceremonies and things that take place at the temples as well, but the big thing that is celebrated is just everybody just has a really good time for those few days. And boy, does the city need it. People are still stressed out from the earthquake. So it's going to be pretty exciting. And it'll actually be our first one in Thailand, because we have in years past not planned to be here during this time. We've left. But for the first time, we're selling all 3 New Year's here in Thailand.
Yeah.
And yes, listen, I'm so excited, you guys, for White Lotus finale. Also, I saw that, Cherie. I'm very excited.
Did they do it on White Lotus?
No. Oh yeah, they did. They did it on White Lotus.
Oh. Well, I'm thinking
they were in Phuket.
Okay. We need to strap like a GoPro to one of our heads. See what happens.
We have to dig up one of the waterproof ones because they're all different. I might have to get my little DJI that I can clip to my chest.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
So we are, Sheree says do it. Goggles for the GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that, Bonnie.
I have a feeling we're going to get decimated by the people who are better squirt gunners than we are.
Yeah, our Thai friends here are all like, they say play Songkran. So to go out and do water fights, they say play Songkran. So our friends have already said like, are you going to come over and play Songkran with us? I'm like, I have a feeling they're just going to throw buckets of water on us. Because we don't know what we're doing, and we're going to show up like a couple of newbies, and they're going to be like, gotcha, big buckets of water. Yeah. It'll be fun.
The problem is that like the street that they want you to come to, it's like
it's a trap.
It's an alleyway. It's a trap because they're all sitting in these shops, and they have a constant water supply. They have hoses to refuel their squirt guns. So
I'm pretty sure it's a setup.
You walk down that street, once you run out of water, you're just...
You're done.
You're done. Yeah.
It should be fun. We're excited.
So we'll try to document that next week. Probably put a video up pretty quickly. So we are talking, the topic today was YouTube. So I'm excited. We came up with the idea, and you guys can, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you guys can leave comments in here while we're talking about this, and we'll get to all your comments as soon as we can too. Hey, Living the Shanghai Shuffle, welcome. I feel that's good.
That's fun.
Yeah. Hey, Lion Tail and Lisa, welcome. I feel discombobulated today because we've been moving around.
Because we just moved to this hotel today.
We just got here
earlier today, which by the way has been amazing.
It's so weird because, okay, so we used our Marriott 35,000 point certificate, okay?
35,000 point
35,000 point certificate. The one that you get with the card for free. And you can't use that for almost anything at home. Maybe a courtyard. And so we are at the St. Regis, which is pretty fancy.
It's so fancy, you guys.
They upgraded us. And yeah, we still at the Hyatt place too, Dragon. And so they upgraded us to a room. And so we have a room with a personal butler.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because he came in, he was introducing himself. He was like, I can do all these things. I can do all these things for you. And I was like, how do we have a personal butler at the St. Regis for 35,000 Marriott points? And we only have gold status.
It's crazy.
So yeah, that's crazy. Tomorrow, we're going to an even nicer hotel. And that's going to be cool. So the reason we're doing all this, I'll get to in a minute, is because we just launched our YouTube challenge for people in the YouTube course and community. And the challenge is in the next 3 months to either double the income on your channel or to get monetized on your channel. So we want all of you in the course and the community to take this challenge with us, because we're going to do this and we're going to make it happen. And we're all going to help each other in the community to get there. So I think you guys can do it. I know we're going to do it. And part of the reason we're at this hotel is because we're here to get some extra content. So that's why we have so many places right now. We are staying at the Hyatt place, but we came over here in our free night certificate to get content, which is what we're talking about. I just put a video up in the course. It's under, I made a new section called challenges. There's a challenge video in there of me telling you everything you need to do for the challenge. And part of the challenge is to step out and find some opportunities to create some opportunities for yourself and make some content. And so we thought this is one of the ones we're taking. We had these free night certificates that were maybe going to go to waste. And so we're like, this would be great content. So we're here to do it. So that's why we're at the St. Regis.
Yeah. So it's going to be, it actually was a really good start too. We kind of needed something chill, and this worked out really well. The staff here has been absolutely insane. Like Rob said, when that butler showed up, I was like, who's this guy? They already brought our bags up. They refused to let us keep our bags, which were just like our 2 carry-ons that we brought with us with our equipment, and just like 1 bag with clothes and toiletries, just like a small bag. And they refused to let us hold them. We were like, all right, fine, take it. Let them take the bags. And then they brought it up to our room after we checked in. And then shortly after that, we hear a knock. We're like, well, what would they want now? They already had brought us a bowl of fruit, was already here. They brought our luggage. I thought, what else do they want? So hear this knock at the door, and it was the butler. And he was like, I just wanted to let you know I'm your butler. Do you guys want anything to drink? And he made me tea, which there's tea in the room, by the way. I can make it myself. Nope. He made it for me, brought me a little, cute little tea kettle and a glass and a nice little, teacup. It was so amazing. It was crazy.
Yeah, so people are already saying, Scorpio Chris says, I love the St. Regis breakfast buffet is fantastic. Blue Collector said, I stayed there. I didn't know what to do with the butler.
Right?
I gave her $5. And said,
yeah. We were like, what do we do?
I was looking up online, like, what do you do with the butler in Bangkok?
Yeah, we literally looked it up, you guys.
That needs to be a video. Someone needs to make that video. We could make that video.
What do you do with the butler?
And people were like, I had my butler go to McDonald's and get me food. And I was like, what? Like, what? What is happening?
Dave, we couldn't figure out how to use the butler. So I don't know if we could use one in our life, because we were just like, we just finished watching this Thai drama, a tea drama. We love us an Asian drama. We're big into the K-dramas, but we also watch the others. We love J-dramas, are amazing. Japan dramas. The Thai dramas, we just watched one called Master of the House. It was so good, but the people in the show were like super duper rich, and they had like maids and all this stuff, and we were like, we could never live like that. Then when this butler guy came and we were talking about it, we were like, I don't know if we could do that all the time. It seems like a lot. I feel bad, like I'm imposing on them, even though they want to do it. It just feels weird.
Bonnie says, new cameraman.
That would be good.
That's good. Yeah, Cherie, your new series on Virgin has been good. We watched the Aruba video the other night that you did, the shore excursion. That was hilarious.
With that bus,
the party
that
bus
was so funny. We were cracking up when you were talking about inebriated people going up the stairs to go to that big rock thing. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good video. If you haven't seen that one, go watch it.
That was on Cherie by Sea.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody better get started. Get started on
Almost
this.
Retired Abroad says challenge accepted. You're in.
That's what I like to see. 'Cause actually, the funny thing is that we started doing this last month just because we were gonna do it, and we already doubled our income on the channel.
So we kind of already tried it out.
So we did it, and so then now we're doing it again. So we're saying for us to complete the challenge, we have to double the income on that channel again. But so what we did worked. It worked in only a month. So I think we can all do this.
Yeah, I think
time.
so.
It's
Let's
time.
do it. Yes.
We got to get motivated. Everybody's motivated. And yeah, update on us. Some people were asking how we were feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We did go to the doctor several times.
We've been
this
multiple
week.
times now.
I think 4.
They were like, "Oh, you're back."
We did meet a subscriber at the doctor.
That was kind of funny.
Maybe he's on here. Tommy, although it's pretty late here. And it was great because we met.
No, he was leaving that day he met us. He was leaving for Bali that night.
Yeah. So it's probably not a good time for him.
Probably
anyway,
not a good time.
he was like, he had just been in Da Nang. And he was like, I was like, well, we're all going to Da Nang soon. And he was like, it's amazing. You're going to love it. He said, it's my favorite place I've been. And he's been all over the place. And just had a really cool conversation with him. And I liked just talking to people who get the lifestyle, who get everything that's going on. And that was a lot of fun. Then we met another lady in the hotel today that watched the channel, and she was talking about...
Well, we were waiting for our driver to bring us from the other hotel to this one.
Yeah.
She was like, she did a double take, and she was like, I don't want to be weird, but I follow you guys on YouTube. I was like, oh. It was actually the same thing that happened with Tommy in
I think she might have
doctor's
been
office.
At that hotel because we said that's where we were, and it was good.
Yeah, because she said she watched our info before coming.
So anyway, we're healing. I'm walking quite a bit better. Doctor said within about a week.
Still a little bit of pain. So he's walking a little bit slow.
I'm walking like half the speed of her. So,
but half, more like a quarter of the speed.
Okay.
But at least he's walking. We're happy
walking.
he's walking.
It took me a week to be able to walk.
Like he could barely get out of the bed to go to the bathroom to walk that close.
Yeah, so I am walking very slowly. I'm confident that in a week, if I'm not walking by Songkran, I'm going to be like a sitting duck.
You're done. I will leave you out there like a sitting duck. I will run away for shelter. I'm just kidding. I won't leave him high and dry.
She's going to put a camera on me and just watch me get tagged by everybody.
Watch people attack him with water.
Because I can't run away.
You better get that foot better.
Yeah.
This is a million times better, though, than when you broke both your elbows at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing well very soon. So the doctor said there's nothing to worry about. It's just going to take time.
Yeah.
So another week.
Yeah.
She says, I'm going to get soaked, and Allie will film it all.
I'll just be filming it from inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll hear me chuckling in the background.
So, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but...
David, yes, out there.
Out there. Yeah, I think last week David says we do feel better.
We do, yeah. You know, it's been interesting too because whenever we encounter people here in the city too, everyone's kind of like sharing the stories with each other, like workers in different places, and just, you know, if you're sitting in a restaurant, someone will come up and talk to you and you'll talk about your experience. And I think that helps people. I went and got a facial last week, and my facialist and we started the facial like 15 minutes late because we were kind of just sharing and, you know, talking about our experiences during the earthquake. So that was pretty interesting. I think it's been good for everybody to kind of just get it out and talk about it with someone else who also experienced it. I think that's been really helpful too, yeah.
Yeah, even when we checked in here today, we were talking to the woman who checked us in, and she was like, oh, what floor were you on when the earthquake hit?
Yeah,
she was
that's
like,
the big question.
She was like, I was on 12. I ran down all the stairs. I was like, we were on 35.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, 35. Yeah, unfortunately, like the difference is like this building, the St. Regis, you would never know. Like there's no crack.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's rock solid.
Yeah.
No. some of the condos, you would know. So I don't think it was probably quite as terrifying if you were evacuating like one of these hotels. Probably didn't feel like it was.
Yeah.
Whew. The other ones were bad though.
Yeah, definitely. The talk therapy definitely does help for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good to kind of just say the words out loud. It's been great.
Gary says you can use me as a shield.
Come on down, Gary. You're not that far away. Just get that ship right on over here. Come on back.
Yeah, so I see a lot of people talking about starting a YouTube channel, maybe here. But yeah, you know, now's the time. Jump in. We're all going to do this. That challenges are going to be active, and we're going to be adding more challenges as we go. Like, a lot of you know we do a challenge in August every year, which is called Vlogust, which was, I think Alexa made that title, didn't she?
She did.
It started when we were doing blogging, and it started out as Blogust.
With a B.
With a B. Now it's Vlogust with a V.
With a V.
Because we're doing YouTube.
Because it's videos.
So, yeah. So, we're going to be adding challenges all year. And that's the great thing about the community is you can do it with other people. And we want you to put your thoughts and your ideas in the community. And you can, you know, get feedback. And you guys think this is a good idea? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And
it's good to have sounding board and just other people who are
it is good
doing it actively.
Why is everybody talking about Montreal? I missed something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Alexa and John are reporting for duty.
Alexa and John.
Hey, John. How you doing?
Hi, John.
Hey, Alexa.
For those who don't know, John is Alexa's boyfriend, not our son.
There is news, though. Alexa and John are coming on the YouTube cruise.
Ooh.
In Rome.
So if you're joining us on the YouTube cruise in Rome, they're going to be joining us.
Yeah.
They just joined.
Because they're doing YouTube over there, too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Alexa is.
Yeah, but John's just doing a lot of camera work.
He is doing a lot of camera work. Let me tell you. Rob was not sad to pass on that baton to John. You're doing a great job, John. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, so they're gonna be on the YouTube cruise, and we just signed a few people up for the Iceland cruise tonight, right before we got on here.
Yeah.
And the total of people going on the Iceland cruise right now is 60. Can you believe that? That is gonna be a blast, and I am so excited about Iceland because
Iceland
it's so
is going to
beautiful.
be Iceland and Norway. They're both going to be
yeah.
so fun. Oh, I'm so excited about that one. I'm skipping ahead, even though we have so many fun things planned this year. I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking about next year. It's going to be so fun. So many fun things to do. We've got lots of great trips next year for our year of yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff Nelson keeps reminding us it's the year of yes. So.
I said it one time.
She said it. Now, if she says it, I said, well, Jeff said it's the year of yes. So
he does say that to me. Jeff says it's the year of yes.
So
you have to say yes. I'm like, oh, thanks, Jeff.
Anything I want to do, I can just say, Jeff said it's the year of yes. So, works out pretty good.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's still room, Monica, on YouTube. Still room on
yeah.
Still room on all of them. Still room on Iceland and Norway. And there's still room on Antarctica. Although there's now 16 people going to Antarctica. And that's a pretty small ship. It's less than 200 people, so it's filling up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Did we
Bariatric
miss anything?
travelers are asking on the YouTube course, is it something you download to your computer as a link you go back and visit? It's online, so you just go back to the website.
Yeah, it's a course that's online.
You don't download it. Bert was asking about...
But it also, the course also comes with a community. So you'll be like, talking to others. It's kind of like not like exactly like it, but kind of like a Facebook type thing, but it's just within the people who are in the course. So it comes with a community of support and such.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Bert was asking in the community about Da Nang. We'd never been there during rainy season.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
think Dave Poon replied to that, Bert.
Looks like
And
he's
so it
going to
looks
Hanoi
like, yeah,
instead.
Hanoi does sound like a better idea. After I saw Dave's comment, I thought, oh yeah, I would probably do Hanoi instead, because that did sound like it rained a lot while they were there.
That's the good thing about the community. We can ask people questions. Gary wants to go to the Drunk Rabbit in Reykjavik.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
I'm sure we can figure it out, and I'm sure we can make that happen.
Twin Maples is asking, where do I find your cruises? They are all basically listed in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community, except for the YouTube one, which is in the YouTube course. Cherie is in on that. Yeah, I've been looking at the Iceland shore excursions. I'm just excited about going up the fjord, though.
Yeah, that's all he's dreamt about for I don't know how long. And when we were in Norway, we were going to try to do, well, we did like a 2-week driving trip in Norway, and we didn't end up getting to do the fjords. And it's something he's always wanted to go back and do. So we're going to get to do those fjords this time.
Yeah, Scott, the Iceland cruise is in the Retirement Travel Jumpstart community, which is included with the course. So it is only for people in that community, because it would have filled too quickly if we didn't restrict it to that, because there's already 60 people in there. Sounds like everybody's in for the Drunk Rabbit.
Okay, so, then I guess we're doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Linnell, welcome.
Hey, Linnell, welcome.
Linnell's on a cruise. She just went through the Panama Canal.
Yeah, Panama Canal. We haven't done that one yet. How was it?
We only saw the Panama Canal from Miraflores, from the actual, from like the office or the viewing area. It was kind of cool, though.
When Linnell comes in the chat, it's kind of like on Cheers when they would yell the person's name.
Yeah, Linnell!
Yeah, we love you, Linnell. We're going to get to meet Linnell in less than 2 months.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that we haven't actually met her in person.
A lot of you. David Harrell. Feels like we know you, David.
I know. David, too. I always feel like I already know David, but I don't.
No. It's going to be cool.
Did we say hi to Retire Life Mexico?
Well, hello, Retire Life Mexico, if we didn't.
I don't know if we said hi to you before, or maybe you just made it in. I don't know. I just saw it pop up there.
Padres are playing pretty well. Yeah. Let's see. Bren and Rob, living the Schengen Shuffle. Thank you for putting a name with that. I was trying to figure out the name with the... Sometimes I don't know the name to the YouTube channel.
I know. Sometimes it's hard to match them up. Rob's like, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. I'm like, who?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we... Gary's in... This is interesting because Gary, Traveling Hatter, that is, was just in Nagasaki, I think yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gary. And Mark, who was also going to be in Da Nang yesterday, was in Hiroshima. Both at the Peace Museum. Both in the community.
Interesting. Yeah, that was
very interesting. Mm-hmm. We've been to Hiroshima. We have not been to Nagasaki, so I've been looking at Gary's content on that. Mm-hmm. Seeing what it's like to go there, how different it is.
A little bit different than Hiroshima, I'm sure.
Hey, Mike and Vivian, welcome. Yeah, so you're welcome, Chaosivity. Yeah, we're on this one on points. We're also at the Hyatt on points. Mm-hmm.
Well, this one's actually on a certificate, on a free night certificate. So just straight up free. And I think, let's see, I know we've missed some questions in here, guys. So if it's something you really want to have answered, make sure you put it in there again. Sorry.
Ask the question again.
And Monica, you're right. That tall buildings videos that the Traveling Hatter did were really good. He did get to see some pretty cool buildings.
Yeah, someone was asking how many countries we've been to, which I don't know. Do you know?
I know it's over 60. We're not hardcore country counters, but I know that it's over 60 at this point. We do try to add 2 to 4, depending on how much we want to move around each year. We try to add several each year. I think this year we're only adding 2, maybe 3. I can't remember. 2 for sure. 2 new ones for sure. Possibly 3. I can't recall. I guess it depends on when we finally decide where we're going at the end of the year. That might include a new one.
Yeah. Oh, so Linnell was in that video for Tips for Travelers. So we didn't watch the whole video. We didn't know. So I think we were in it too. And we hadn't talked to him yet, though. Maybe we're hard to contact. Sounds like he reached out to Linnell, which was good.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. We, let's see. Got a few things twisted around, but that's okay.
Yeah.
that does tend to happen.
That tends to happen. Unfortunately, nobody contacted us.
You'd be surprised at all the things that happen. So, thank you, Kim. Appreciate it. Kim from New York. I do want to say, is Robert New York City in here still?
I thought I saw him in here earlier.
Pretty sure I saw him in here. I don't know if he's still in here. But I was scrolling through the YouTube stats, and every time I go in the YouTube studio, there's like new information that I didn't know you could even see. Anyway, it said Robert New York City was the #1 commenter on the channel. So thank you, Robert. It is good to get those comments on your YouTube video, like when you put a video up and you're like, no one's seen it, no one's like commented on it. Did it even publish?
Hey, Jeff, welcome. Jeff. We were talking about you earlier. You'll have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
It involved me raising my fist at you.
Jeff's message has been retracted.
Oh, no.
Hey, Chris and Kelly. Jeff popped in, deleted his message, and then everyone
He's gone. Everyone said, hi, Jeff. He's like, no, I'm out of here.
He's like, that's it.
Too much attention.
I'm gone. He probably heard that you raised your fist at him.
I don't think Jeff is scared of me at all.
Probably not.
I don't think anyone is anymore.
Yeah. See, if you haven't gone on a trip yet, this is what you need to do. We're gonna have such a blast. Come back, Jeff. We're gonna have a good time in Dane, I can tell you. A lot of these people are gonna be there. We're gonna have a good time. All the trips, really. The cruise is gonna be wild because we had 40 people on the first cruise, and now we're gonna have 60 people on the Iceland cruise. So. Where is Jeff? Where's Robert?
Where'd everybody go?
Gary's probably asleep because there's Traveling Head right there. Yeah. Did you get a lot of grief, Linnell, for doing all these cruises? I'm trying to think if we ever got a bunch of grief from people. We got some grief from people saying that we were crazy for selling everything, but I didn't think it was that crazy.
Yeah, we did get a lot of grief for that. People were like, oh, you're going to be sorry. Oh, what about getting back in the market? Well, guess what? I don't want a house. I don't want to own a house ever again, probably. So I'm not that upset about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what people will get upset about for you. And it's like, but I'm not upset about it, so you probably shouldn't either, because it's my life. I don't know.
People tend to get upset when you're doing something different than them because they're fearful that it might be better.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's what we told Alexa Cherie. We always said we called it something different, but I wonder if Alexa remembers that. I don't know if she's on here still. Hey, Lisa.
Jazzy Jeff.
Where does it say Jazzy Jeff?
Linnell called him Jazzy Jeff. I like it. DJ Jazzy Jeff. Is that from the French Prince of Bel-Air?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, I was basically telling everyone that because you said that Allie had to do something because it was a year of yes, that I've just been using that all week. Like if I want to do something, I'll say, well, Jeff says it's the year of yes.
Yeah.
And then
I'm just like,
she can't. She has nothing to say.
And I got nothing to say. I'm like, thanks a lot, Jeff.
Yes.
Rob actually uses that.
It's been a very effective this week. It's like, we should go to this restaurant. Jeff says it's the year of yes.
We got a lot of people selling their stuff, selling house.
That is a good idea.
Travel.
Heather.
Very cool.
Owning versus renting is a good idea.
Yep.
Hey, we got several people in the How Long Bay trip in the chat right now. So, yeah. That is going to be cool.
That's going to be fun, too. Our guide is amazing. They all are, but that one's really amazing.
Let's see. Lisa had a question up here. Is it best to comment on videos from your business YouTube channel or your personal YouTube channel? Probably your personal or your business.
Yeah.
I always mix that up, though. I have a personal one, and I end up commenting on that one. Yeah, no car either.
No car, that's right.
That is the best thing.
That was such a hassle. Actually, we gave Alexa the last car we owned. Sold the one that she had because the last one we had left was a newer car than she had. So she got that car. And then, then we were car free.
You know,
we sold it to her.
When we sold our house.
How Long Bay Crew. HLB Crew. I like it.
Yeah, the HLB Crew is the Traveling Hatter, HJ Dreams, us, Bonnie. I think who else is in there?
I can't remember who else. Let's see. Dave's got a question here.
Did IHG change redemption rules so we no longer can use the wait 90 days loophole? Yes, they did. They did update that loophole this year.
I think they didn't like people using that.
So, yeah. I don't have the exact particulars, but the loophole, they were planning to close that loophole this year. Let's see.
Keith likes cars too much. That's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everybody's different. That's the great thing about life is you can make your own choices for yourself. Like, that would be cool. I would probably think it would be cool to go see your cars.
We never had a car good enough to like. It was more like, this car, get out of here. Broken down car.
We drove every car that we owned. Well, we never made car payments. We always just paid cash, so we never bought like a new car. We always just paid cash for cars. Never, ever once did we make a car payment. And, whatever. Some of them, at the end, we had a little bit more to buy. A little bit nicer cars, but they weren't new cars ever. But we drove cars until, like, they were done. One time we drove a car, it was so done, like, it only made it to the car dealership. And they were like, we don't want this. And we were like, well, it's not going to start again. So we just ended up buying a car from them. And we just were like, here's the keys to that one. Good luck moving it.
Yeah, so that's probably a video. Like we literally never, since we got married really young. How old were you when we got married?
I was 21 and you were 22. I was in my junior year of college and Rob had just graduated.
So in all that time, we have never made a car payment.
Not
we
once.
Always just bought a car for cash, sometimes as little as $300. And like the car you can get for $300 is not good. Several times we were given cars, I think out of pay.
When we had our first child, someone gave us a little bit nicer car because the car we had didn't have air conditioning.
And I remember that there was the car. We drove it to the dealership, and they were doing one of those things that was like the push, pull, drag your car. Any trade-in is welcome.
We're like, okay, challenge accepted.
We drove our car there, and it literally died. Like I knew the car was dead in the dealership
We were
driveway.
lucky we made it through that last light to get it around the corner and into the
coasted
dealership.
In the dealership. And so I was like, we have to make it. We have to make
we
a
were blowing on
deal.
it.
We're like, we have to make a deal today, but don't seem too anxious because we can't. They can't know the car is
that it's not
going to
start.
Yeah.
We made a deal. Unfortunately, he was like, well, let me go check out your car. And then it didn't turn on.
He was like, this thing's a lemon.
He's like, he's like, we're just sending this straight to be scrapped. We were like, all right, well, it's not my problem anymore. Here's the keys.
Yeah. That's probably a video if we could get pictures of all those old cars. Sorry, that was really off topic.
I'm not sure if everybody wanted to know all of that, but yeah. But also, Keith, it is okay to like cars and to have cars. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
I'm sure you have some really cool cars.
Lobster chowder. We have an accountant. We don't do anything. We just send all our stuff to them. They do it.
He's actually working on that currently.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of taxes. Ooh, an Xbox question. Excuse me.
Oh.
How do you carry that around? Well, I got the Xbox because the Xbox Series S is much smaller than the PS5.
Yeah.
And so I just put it in my carry-on suitcase.
Yeah. So he puts it has like a wrap thing that goes around it, like a sleeve, kind of like the laptop sleeves, except it's smaller. He puts it in that, and then he packs it in his carry-on bag, which comes out looking very interesting. Lots of times, almost every single time through airport security, he is asked to take it out so they could look at it, because I'm sure it looks really weird on the scanner.
Yeah.
A box with a bunch of wires inside.
A PS5 would be very hard to carry around.
It would, because it's so big, and it's going to be super duper heavy.
Yeah. Ooh, Jeff's going to be leaving Guyana at the end of April. Wow.
Oh. Wow. Okay then.
So we're going to Houston then? That's the question that I have. Let's see. I missed a couple.
There were some other ones in there. Let's see. Here. Let's see.
There was one up here.
They just scroll up so quickly. I wish they'd let you just do it at your own.
Is there a retirement channel, travel Jumpstart channel where all the info on the cruise is located? It's not on the YouTube channel. It's in the course and the community, which is linked in the description. So if you want to go on those cruises, it's in the
Retirement Travel Jumpstart community for the course.
Yeah. So it's for people in that community and course, which when you're in one, you're in both. So Alexa
says the Hyundai is the car that she currently has, which is the last car that we gave her. Still going strong, even though she spilled Zaxby's all over it.
Yeah, that was, I want to say that's the only car we ever bought new. Mm-hmm. We paid cash for that.
You got a really good deal for it, too.
Did get a good deal. Mm-hmm. We bought that car in 2016, and it's now 2025.
Yeah.
I think it was like $16,000 new.
Yeah, which is crazy. I don't think you can get a brand new car for that.
Hyundai Elantra. That's pretty good. 9 years, $16,000.
Yeah, and Alexa's still driving it around in LA.
Yep. So Alexa's never made a car payment either. It must run in the family. Spilling Zaxby's is better than milk.
That is true, because then it just smells like, the whole time. There's no way to get that to smell good.
What is the best city to start in Southeast Asia when leaving from America? Probably Seoul or Tokyo. That's where you're going to go through.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Yeah, to fly through.
Let's see. Chuck says he's fine without a car. Can fly around $50 per day. Yep.
Yeah, it's great. It really does make you realize, especially when you're in a city like Bangkok. You can just hop on the train. This hotel that we're staying at, the St. Regis, you can walk right from the hotel straight onto the train and anywhere into the city. We actually went to dinner from here, and we were never fully outside because we just walked the covered walkway from the hotel to the train, onto the train, which was also covered, and the walkway from the train to the mall where we ate dinner, also covered. So it was really nice. It keeps you nice and cool.
Yeah. I haven't decided how we're paying our taxes yet. we did not get a new card, though.
I know, we didn't get a new card. We were trying to decide if we were going to get a new one to pay it. But I think it's too late now to get one to pay it.
Yeah.
So we just have to figure out what we're going to do.
I'm probably going to put it on my Hyatt card because I want the Elite Nights.
He wants the nights.
We'll see.
We really like that globalist.
Wow, Elizabeth kept her car for 19 years.
Whoa.
Our cars did not last 19 years. They were lasting more like a year.
It only had 66,000 miles on it. I feel crazy. Like that's not very much. That's amazing.
Is that because you live in
19 years?
Chicago? Yeah,
it must be. Chicago. Yeah. That's okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, see, our son does not have a car in Chicago because he just walks or Ubers everywhere he needs to go. It's pretty easy. And I think a couple times he's been on the train, but where he lives, he doesn't have to really take the train anywhere because he could walk everywhere he wants to go for the most part.
Yeah, we've been using Airbnb for short-term rentals. I don't know how short-term. We only do a month at a time, but we are not... we're not going to be in an Airbnb the rest of the year.
Yep. I think. Hotels,
yeah. Gary's at 24 Elite Nights. That's pretty good for this early in the year. I think we're at 17.
Yeah.
This year. But we have a plan to get to 130-ish right now.
We have a plan because, as he said, we're staying in hotels for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we were kind of put out by how Airbnb handled the earthquake situation, quite honestly, here. There's some friends coming in, and there's just nothing you can do because the buildings have not been deemed uninhabitable, so you can live in them, but nobody wants to. And so, like our building, a high percentage of people have moved out of the building, including us. But if you're renting there next, like there's cracks all over the place. It is kind of unsettling to see that every day.
Very.
When you're up on like the 30th, 40th floor, there's like huge cracks in the wall. And because they're not like uninhabitable, you can't get a refund. So that's a bad situation. Whereas with like a hotel, you can just cancel, you know, if that happens. So
if you booked with points.
If you booked with points, even if you booked a lot of rates with cash, you could cancel. Just don't prepay your rates.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of, we already had switched to hotels for this year, but we probably would have switched even more. I don't know if it's the end of Airbnb, but it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of got away from them about, I think we did a video maybe a year and a half ago about how we were kind of getting away from it as much as possible, and then just really dove in last year to the hotels, and they were so good to us that we're like, it's almost silly to not do it. So we've just kind of continued on that plan. Now, in Bangkok, we almost always get an Airbnb because it just seems so much easier, and we can cook and all that kind of stuff. Might change now when we come back here to hotels if we find some place that works out really well. So I don't know. We'll see. We haven't fully decided if we're going to get 100% away from Airbnb or if we're going to. But, you know, we have, I don't know, 280 nights booked this year. Actually, more now because we've added 3 more weeks worth of hotels because of the earthquake situation.
Yeah. Nikki says she misses the Bangkok rapid transit.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Great. I love it so much. It's just so great.
So orderly.
It's the best.
I can't go.
I love the orderliness of it. Is I'm an Enneagram 1. I'm the rules. Let's do things in an orderly way. Let's not be crazy. And I just love that you can just stand in line like a regular person. Nobody's gonna cut in. Nobody's going to push you to get on the train. Everyone's going to get on in an orderly manner. If it's full, they're not going to shove into you and force you in. It just makes a lot of sense to me. I love it.
Yeah, we have two. This is probably going to be a topic in the future, but we have 280 nights booked in hotels. Almost all of them are with points that we got from credit cards or referrals or spending. So a lot of free stays, and a lot of them are going to be suites.
Using those suite upgrades.
Yeah, we nothing like the subways in New York City. No.
I was so stressed out on the subways in New York. Oh my goodness.
In fact, I was walking in the Bangkok subway system. They don't call it that, but subway system the other day, and
the MRT.
Yeah, I was walking down because I was cutting through to get to go into the street, and I was walking next to this railing, and the railing to get, like, you're either in the system or out of the system before you go through the little machine to get in. Well, the railing was like 2 feet tall. Like, you could have just walked over it, like, easily. Nobody could. And I walked by this thing, and I just remember being in New York City last year, and, like, every single teenager was, like, jumping over the turnstiles, and I was like, this is crazy.
The police officers were standing right in front of the turnstiles, and the kids just hopped them and then just kind of went right up the stairs. I was like, what in the world is happening here?
You would never, ever see somebody jump the turnstiles in Bangkok. Anywhere in Asia, really, but you would never see that. And that's all you see in New York City.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, some hotels do have kitchens. We actually have some booked that do have kitchens. We like the Hyatt House is probably our favorite with kitchens. We have some of those booked actually in Japan.
Manella's caught up now.
Allie punched Rob.
Rob kicked someone and hurt his foot.
Got it. You're all caught up. That's exactly what happened. That's funny.
Thank you, Carrie. New York City subway is not as bad as LA, though. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, I was so traumatized on it. I can't even talk about it.
Los Angeles subway.
And I'm a big city kid, so I'm not intimidated by a lot of things in the big city. But yeah, it's amazing.
Our daughter is a veteran of the Los Angeles subway. We have some stories on that one.
Oh boy, maybe face-to-face stories. I don't know that the internet needs to hear these.
No, we can't.
Stories.
We can't talk about that.
These aren't shareable with the internet at large.
And you'll never see anything like that, though.
Ever.
In Bangkok, it is crazy.
Never.
Yeah, David, I had to jump the turnstiles in Paris for a bathroom.
Let's see.
Trying to get your 50 euro cents just to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, like, for real.
That's like peak frustration. You're just trying to go to the bathroom.
You're like, I just have to pee.
You're in Europe, and it's like, €1 to go to the bathroom? I don't have €1.
That's right, David. These are Da Nang stories. When we're sitting around at night, chilling out.
Yeah, Tokyo is the best, too. Although, the problem with the Tokyo subway system is you can't figure it out, because, like, I look up in the train, there's a map of the whole system. Everything's in Japanese. Every single word on the map is in Japanese, except for the word map. And I'm like, that's the only thing I know, is that this is a map. The only thing I know is in English. The rest of it, no English. MARTA or LA Metro? Oh, I think the MARTA is better than the Metro.
Yeah, MARTA's pretty bad, but the LA Metro
is worse.
Don't you think, Alexa? I think so.
Well, Alexa was on the MARTA the day
that
we broke
the
down.
Shoelace.
The shoelace incident. That was bad. That's another in-person story.
Another in-person story.
Yeah.
So what happens when you try to ride the MARTA to go down to a baseball game in Atlanta? Man, you're right, Scripty Monica. The LA Metro is horrible. I really wish they would fix it, because it would be really nice to be able to get around the city, to the different places around town, but it's completely unusable.
Yeah, we both have the Chase Ink, for sure. That is a big points getter. Let's see, another question here. Let's see. I must have missed it.
What did you miss?
I don't know.
Oh.
I couldn't find it. Oh, how much do you pay with mobile versus cash? We pay a lot with cash in Bangkok.
Yeah, we do actually pay a lot more than you think because a lot of times it feels like the machines aren't always working also, or there's a limit on how much, and the stuff is not that expensive is the thing. So it's like, if there's a 500 baht, limit on it and you're only spending 400, it's like, do I want to spend an extra 100 just so I could use my card or just give them cash? I mean, anything under 1,000 baht, I usually just pay in cash.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's worth it if I pay for that little with a card. So
we got about 6 minutes left here. So if you got questions, put them in there. We'll answer them rapid fire. Because we need to get off at midnight our time. 7 minutes left. Yeah, we did get a ton of chase points, which we probably transferred 400,000 chase points to Hyatt this year.
That's pretty much the only place we transfer them to because it's a good deal.
Yeah, we've got 120 nights booked at Hyatt for free, I think, which is crazy. We got the Osaka caption number. They are coming out with a caption Tokyo. I'm excited to see what that is.
Yeah. Alexa says, I've had equal horrible experience on both, so they're equal to me. So the MARTA in Atlanta and the LA Metro.
Yeah, we're going to have an Olympics party. We're coming to LA for the Olympics.
That's right. Alexa is planning on housing us.
Yeah.
Or at least we're planning on her housing us.
We are planning on her housing us. Yeah. Yeah. DC is not bad, but it's not as good as anything in Asia.
Yeah, DC's not too bad.
DC's decent. I think
it's pretty decent.
Chicago's okay too.
Chicago's not too bad. It depends on which one you're riding.
Yeah.
Some of them can be a little dodgy.
Yeah. Yeah, Buckley, you need to start that YouTube channel. Now is the time. So almost everybody that starts it, a year later, they say, I wish I had done this 2 years ago. And you just have to start it. Start it, commit to it. That's what's so great about the challenge going on in the community right now is if you get in there, you'll be motivated because we're going to all do this together. So jump in there. Yeah. And we need to do this.
I'm excited.
Best restaurant in Tokyo and Osaka.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, wow. Oh, so this may not be the best restaurant, but it's our favorite restaurant.
It's not, viral or from Instagram or whatever. Forget about that when you go to Japan. Don't do it.
I think it's even a chain, but I think it might be. It's called Keika Ramen. Keika Ramen. It's in Shinjuku. We love that place.
It really is so good. And it's completely hole in the wall. It's like downstairs and you order at the little machine and no one speaks English in there. Thankfully, they will, when they see the look on your face, help you change the screen to English from Japanese so that you can place your order. It's so delicious. The ramen there is just insane. Probably so. I sometimes I have dreams about that ramen. It's so good. I only have dreams about 2 ramens. That one and the Hakata ramen in Fukuoka.
Lynelle's looking for a travel agent. She is the friend.
I'm a friend. Help me.
Help me.
Lynelle, text me what you need and I will help you. How about that?
Allie's a travel agent. She can be your travel agent. So is the YouTube course travel specific training or any YouTube channel? It's all YouTube.
Any.
So yeah, because most people don't know this, but our first YouTube channel is a modeling channel, like, photography, modeling, that kind of thing. And there's a lot of people, a lot of cooking channels,
organization, pottery.
Brenda's doing cleaning and downsizing, organization, tons of different people have gotten monetized on non-travel channels.
Bonnie. In Kanazawa. Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Everything there was so great.
We had a kitchen there.
We did. We cooked there
Hyatt
because
House.
we were at the Hyatt House. But we did go to the mall where the grocery store was, which is not the mall. It was the train station. I call it the mall because it felt like a mall, but it was actually the train station there in Kanazawa. I would walk there, go to the grocery store, and sometimes we would grab ramen there. There's a shop, and I don't remember what the name of it is, unfortunately, but there's this really good ramen shop on the very top floor of that building, of the train station. It was so good.
Yeah.
All we ever had was ramen there. It was really good at that shop.
Bonnie, I'm going to do you a favor here.
Ooh.
You have a kitchen. If you go in the train station, there's a grocery store on the top, which you were just talking about. But they sell the genuine Wagyu A5 steak for ridiculously low prices. You go buy that. You cook it up in your kitchen. And it will be unlike anything you've ever had.
I had tears streaming down my face. It was so good. And I don't cry over food.
That's the reason.
I rarely cry.
Yeah.
But this Wagyu, like, we each took a bite and we were like, just staring at each other. Nobody said anything. We just stared at each other like, did we just eat that? Like you tasted that, right? It was insane.
Where can I know about the challenge? The challenge is in the it's in the YouTube course. So it's a video. I made a video today outlining the challenge, and so it's in the YouTube course. It's the very last module of the YouTube course. So there's a link in the description of this live for that. If you want to join the challenge and join everybody, I think everybody can do this. If you are like trying to get monetized, let's get you monetized in the next 3 months. Put your questions in the community, because there's a lot of people in there that are like, Linnell, she's like a sniper for video ideas. Like, you want a good video idea. Linnell is like,
she is
the best.
A master.
She is like mastermind. And it's obvious. That's why she's been so successful. Done so well. But there's a lot of people in there that can be like, if you don't have a good idea, like, maybe you should look at this, this, or this, and that can help you. So
Ben's trying to decide between Puerto Vallarta and Thailand. Those two very different places.
Very different.
If you want to see any Puerto Vallarta videos, you could check out Retired Life Mexico. Their videos are centered on Puerto Vallarta, which is where they live. So if you want to check that out while you're trying to make your decision, they've got some good videos on there.
Yeah, Deborah, no, you don't need to be a channel member to be in the course. Thanks, David. Yeah, Linnell's ideas are so amazing. I'm just like, she did it again.
She just dropped the mic again. She picked it up, dropped it again.
She did it again. That's amazing. Cherie, I see your subscriber count going up. You're going to be...
I know, we've been watching it.
I think Cherie's going to be monetized before we leave Da Nang. That was my prediction. Now you got to do the challenge though, Cherie, so I'm right.
Somebody asked me if we travel to the Far East because it's less expensive versus the U.S. We mostly we enjoy it here. Yes, it is a bonus of being here that it's less, but it's not exactly why. It's just, we just really love life here. The culture here, the food is phenomenal. We just really love our life here, and so we just really enjoy it here.
Yeah. Kim's saying the join button takes me nowhere. I think the join is for channel membership, which is different than the...
In the description underneath the video will be the link to the course information.
Yeah. Oh, Dave just hit 100 on Smart Check.
Whoa, nice, yeah. Dave.
That's awesome.
Very nice.
You would not believe how much I've used AI this week to help figure out my feet situation. So, I've been asking
between AI and the doctor.
Questions every night. I'm like, what if I do this? What if I do this? Been pretty spot on. All right, we need to probably...
Yeah, we're going to cut out.
But we will be here next week. Oh, so next week is going to be the first night of the water gun fight.
Is it? Oh, okay. We might be...
Next week's live, we might be wet.
Just kidding. We'll be dry by midnight.
Hopefully we will fare well in the water gun fight. And I will not be left behind.
That's right. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.